Fairlife did an oopsie. Nielsen did an oopsie. Toba did an oopsie. Hi, I'm Gloria Borgia. Welcome to Pew News.
All right, welcome back to the podcast, everybody.
Hey.
So Toba was actually telling me a story, but we thought we'd save it for the podcast. He didn't tell me all of it yet, but it was something about a Tinder match prank call.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, just start from the start there.
Yeah.
I want to hear about it.
Yeah, so about a week ago, I got this phone call from a private number, and it was about, 7 p.m. at night. I'd, recently taken a nap. I woke to, this phone call, because, I had my ringer on, which is something I never usually do. But I had it on, I looked at it, I read it, and it was a private number. But when I woke up, I thought it was, someone I knew, because it looked like a name. So I just woke up, I answered the phone, I was like, hey, how's it going? And they were like, hi, it's good. And I was like, wait, who is this? And I pulled the phone away from my face, and it said private number. I was like, oh no, oh geez. So I kept talking. I was like, they were like, hey, do you remember me? I was like, yeah. Who is this though? It's a private number on my phone. And they're like, oh, it's Amanda. We matched on Tinder a month ago. And I was like, oh, hi Amanda, how's it going? It's pretty good. And she was like, yeah, I called because I was wondering if you wanted to hook up later. I was like, what? I just woken up from a nap.
Cha-ching.
Yeah, I was like, oh, wow. But yeah, I just woke up from a nap. I'm really distraught. I don't even know where I am. I was like, wait, what? Who? Why? And she was like, oh, well.
Why me?
Why me? No, I'll get to that. But she was like, oh yeah, I was just thinking about back to our conversations. And I thought you were really funny and cute, and I just wanted to fuck. And I was like, oh, that's nice. Yeah. I was like, Amanda, who do you think you're talking to right now? And she was like, this is right. And I was like,
oh, damn.
That's fine. This is Toba, right? And I was like, yeah, this is him. And I immediately pulled my phone away from my face. And I was like, just give me a second. I opened up Tinder. I was scrolling through my matches. I didn't see a single Amanda on there. And I put my phone back on my face. And I was like, hey, Amanda, why me? She was like, well, what do you mean? I was like, don't you have other matches that are worth your a lot better? And she was like, no. And I was like, oh, okay. So we were just talking, and I was like, okay, well, what do you? Well, yeah, I was like, okay, so we matched a month ago. She was like, yeah. I was like, I was in Nova Scotia about a month ago. She was like, oh yeah, that's where I'm at too. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I actually live in Ontario right now. And she was like, oh, well, that's fine. Reading week's coming up, and I just wanted to hook up. And I was like, oh, okay. I asked her, okay, so what are you studying? She was like, oh, pre-med. I was like, oh, cool. Where at? She was like, Lakehead University. I was like, oh, okay. It was right then where I knew it was a prank call, because Lakehead.
Kind of contradicting yourself a little bit.
Yeah, tried your best, but
So she did some digging though.
She did some digging. I was impressed, and I from that point on, I put on basically the way I was acting before, but this time I knew what was going on, so I wasn't yeah. So I put on a pretty convincing act. They thought I was actually taking it, and we were just talking, and it was kind of a nice conversation. We talked about each other. We were like, oh, wow, this is fun. And then later it was because, she never, talked about, any actual sex acts. It was just hey, do you want to hook up? And then it was just, talking about, how your day was going, blah, blah, blah. Because I was like, yeah, so how's your day going? And she was like, oh, pretty well. And, yeah, it was fine. It was nice. And the phone call ended, about 30 minutes into it, she asked...
that was a long phone call.
It was a long phone call.
Damn.
Because, I just woke up, and, I was like, oh... And, this was... To me, this was, super funny. I was having the time of my life. But my sense of humor is really weird. And like my social anxiety like prevents me from actually like prank calling someone. So the fact that it's happening to me, I can like flip it around on them, make them think I'm really desperate. But and then and then the phone call ended about 3 minutes later, saying yeah, so before we hook up, just wanted to let you know I had herpes. Is that okay? I was like, I like started to giggle. I pulled my phone away from my face, hit the mute button, laughed, and then unmuted, pulled it back, and I was like, oh yeah, it's 2019. I'm glad that you're being so like active out there. Yeah, like STIs are common. Just make sure you get like the proper care. And like, yeah, sure, whatever. It's just like she's like started laughing. And, like I heard her friends in the background. Like it was then like that moment I was like, hey, is this a prank call? And she was like, oh no, this is Amanda. I was like, oh, okay. And like 30 seconds later, she yelled into the phone, I have gonorrhea, and hung up.
It was compromised.
Yeah, and I was just like, I was sitting there, like I really wanted to laugh, but like I was just so distraught. I didn't.
Yeah, that taking you off guard like that.
Yeah.
I want to think that like when you guys were actually having like a conversation about your day and stuff, that she was actually like, hang on guys, like I gotta take this, and like walked away from them and like went to the bathroom or something and just talked to you for a bit.
Yeah.
I like to think that it was actually like she actually like genuinely enjoyed just talking.
Yeah.
You know? It started as a prank call and it finished a prank call. Like I mean kind of sort of. I don't know how much a prank that was.
Yeah. But
like, you know, I don't know, that was a long prank call.
It was a long prank call. But yeah, anyways, like bringing it back to the story, I had like texted my coworkers like right after. I was like, hey, did you guys just prank call me? And they're like, no, because they were at Boston Pizza, because I was taking a nap and I was like broke at the time. So you know, I was just there, and yeah, they were like, no, we didn't prank call you. Why? And I was like, oh, no reason. And like I wouldn't usually believe them, but because I don't have their phone numbers. But the voice on the phone was like someone I'd never heard before. So I was just like so just confused. Like, who the heck knew my name? Who, like, why would they prank call me? Like, what's the reason? Because, like, to me, like, that day, it was like a pretty ordinary day. I just finished work and I had a nap and just woke up. And I thought back to earlier that day, I got an Instagram DM from one of my Bumble matches. It was a picture of like a Tinder match, and it said it's a match, and I saw my picture in it. I just assumed I'd matched with the Bumble match because she put like 2 laughing emojis. I was like, oh, that's cute. So I put a laughing emoji and a heart. And then afterwards, like after the phone call, I thought back like,
maybe you should look at that again.
Maybe I should look at that again. And I looked at it, and it was this complete stranger that I'd never seen. And so I put 1 and 2 together. I was like, okay, they prank called me. That's funny. That's fire. So I went to the onto her story, and she was like, hey, Nielsen, isn't it funny how we matched with the same person on Tinder? It was like, man, that's just so budget friendly, because now we don't have to like talk to different people. He can just pay for both our bills or something, you know. And you know, I'm for those of you who don't know, I'm a pretty like reserved, anxious person, and like for like something like that to happen to me, I was like having like a big anxiety attack. I was like, oh jeez, oh wow, they probably think I'm some misogynistic creep. But you
just matched with both of them.
I just matched with both of them is the thing.
That seems weird for them to get like.
That was a
kind of like
big red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be like, wait, you're matching with other girls?
Yeah.
That sounds like hypocritical for an app that's the main point.
Right?
Like,
yeah.
I don't know, just because they're doing it too.
Yeah.
But like it's just, oh my god, you matched with the girl that you didn't know was my best friend. Exactly. Like, how are you supposed? Like, I've definitely seen a couple profiles where they have the same picture, or like just like one picture, you can tell the picture was taken right after the other one. Yeah. And it's like the same girls, same outfits, like same night, right? They just have the same photos on the, on their Tinder profile. So it's like, obviously you can tell they're friends. Yeah. But like, other things like that, it's like, how am I supposed to know? Yeah. Other than you might go to the same school or from the same place, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like, so, I was there. I was like feeling like, oh geez, I'm a big like turd. And like afterwards, that's when I had that exact realization. But we'll get to that. And then so I like messaged this girl, the Tinder one. And I was like, hey, did you just prank call me with like 2 like laughing emojis to be like, ha ha ha, friendly banter? She was like, no, OMG, why the fuck would I do that? And I was like, oh fuck, okay. And like 5 minutes later, I got a phone call from the number. And I let it ring because I knew that if I answered it, it would have been like loading like, haha, got you. Like, this is what you get, you little slut, for matching with. What are you looking at?
Oh, nothing. I'm just looking at his head.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, like, I didn't answer it. And, like, it's a private number, too. So, like, I couldn't, like, do anything about it.
Exactly, yeah.
So, that was that. And, like, that was the moment where I realized, like, like, that was pretty immature of them to do.
That's really immature.
Yeah, and, like, I don't know, you go on a dating app and, especially the Bumble girl, we did talk for a bit, but, like, she was like, okay, the distance, I don't think it's going to work, but do you still want to talk? And I was like, oh, yeah, sure, let's just talk, and, like, and then she was like, cool, and then, like, after that message, she didn't respond to me. And this was another red flag. She, like, a few days before the prank call, she, like, sent me an Instagram DM being like, forgot all about me, huh? With, like, 2 little, like, angry face emojis.
Yeah.
And then, like, I didn't open it. I left it on red. I didn't open it. So, like, it was still unread. And then, like, a day later, I opened my DMs and she deleted the message. And I messaged back and I was like, oh, hey, sorry, I just, really busy with work and I thought you just didn't want to talk to me because, like, I was the one that sent the last message. She was like, oh, no, OMG, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
So wait, you sent the last message on Bumble? She didn't reply?
Yeah.
But then she messaged you on Instagram being like, hey, why are you not talking to me, basically, right?
Yeah. And then deleted it, like, a day after. And then...
That's weird.
Yeah. And then this happened. So, like...
I'm super confused.
I am super confused.
Like, that's... Definitely red flags. Like, I'm just confused why she sent you a message on Instagram being like that if you're the one that wasn't ghosting her.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, I don't know. It was a weird situation. Like, I'm glad it played out. And, like, in the moment, it was really funny. Like...
Yeah, like, that prank call it sounds, like, harmless, basically.
Yeah.
But, like, just their intentions, I'd assume, like, what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Is, like, that's like, I don't know, it just seems childish. It seems, like, immature, hypocritical almost to be like, why are you matching with other girls on these apps?
Exactly.
When you should be my only match.
Yeah.
Maybe they're looking for that Tinder love story where it's like, I only had one match and it was her.
Yeah, I know. It was, it's really weird because, like, it felt like they were trying to, like, prove a point, but
that doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, and then, like, I looked at their ages too. Like, they're at the age where it's like, they want to be, like, funny and rebellious and, like, ha ha ha, fuck men. But, like, I don't know. it really hurt.
Like, that's a stage of life, people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's like the young, like, 19, 20, like, you're with your friends. Maybe they were, like, drunk.
Yeah.
I feel, because it was, like, a Friday night. And
yeah. Damn. That's so weird, though. That's, like, they must not have anything better to do. Like, okay, how did she get your number, though? That's what I'm curious about.
Yeah.
Did she already have her number? Like, were you guys texting?
I gave my number to the Bumble match, and that's why I was so confused.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, must have got it from, like, Facebook or something if you have it on there, but, like,
no, because, like, that was another, like, thing too. Like, I rarely, like, give out my phone number unless people ask for it.
Yeah,
I'm not like, here's my phone number. If anything, I give out my Snapchat, but, like, that's Snapchat. Like, it's not like blocking a phone number. You can just delete someone off Snapchat.
Yeah, true.
So, I don't know. It was weird, but it was funny. I had a laugh.
Yeah, that's just super, like, that's super weird.
It's super weird.
Yeah, I've never had a prank call.
Yeah, that was my first too.
Weird.
Yeah. But yeah. That was that. It was pretty funny.
Like, never to my phone, I guess. Like, at work and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's work.
True. Yeah. Is your refrigerator running? You better go catch it.
Just say no, it's broken.
Yeah. So speaking about sad white boys, let's talk about Ted Bundy.
He was a sad white boy, wasn't he?
Yeah, not really. Just kind of a creep.
A little bit. Yeah, the Ted Bundy tapes on Netflix. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you watch all of it or just some of it?
I watched all of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
I really liked how they, like, I didn't realize that they taped, like, they, like, interviewed him so extensively after he was, like, incarcerated.
Yeah. Yeah. But, like, that, yeah, it was, like, it was really, I don't know, like, I know there's a big debate about it, too, where it's, like, the new Zac Efron movie with him starring as Ted Bundy.
Right, yeah.
And, like, everyone's, like, they're just romanticizing, like, serial killers.
Yeah, kind of glorifying the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which, like, I get, but, like, it's just, it's a film.
Yeah, like, he was said to be, like, very attractive, like, in that day and age, you know?
Very attractive.
So, like, I mean, reason for putting Zac Efron there, I guess, you know?
Yeah, like, I think they cast Zac Efron well. I think it's just more so the fact that they're just mad about that the movie's existing.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. And like
yeah, kind of giving him fame when he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, it's one of the most infamous cases, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's interesting. People are definitely intrigued by it, and I really like the Ted Bundy tapes.
Yeah.
You know, that's, like, serial killer stuff is so interesting.
Yeah.
Like, just the psychology behind it, I guess, like, why they think that. Like,
yeah.
He was, like, a lawyer, right?
Yeah.
Like, he went to school for law.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, and, like, yeah, it's just, like, I don't know, it's so cool to, like, dissect, like, the human mind. Like, what the fuck was he thinking, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you know, I found it really, really interesting how, like, they got one of his, like, childhood friends to go on and, like, basically, like everything he said, like, how he was, like, normal, how he fit in, how he played the football team, and, like, this, like, childhood friend, like, came on and was, like, he was actually, like, really shy, really introverted, very awkward, didn't really fit into his own skin, and, like, never played any sports. You know, it was, like, so interesting to see, like, just, like, that persona that he put on, like, smooth talking, like, law student.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Like, I wonder if he definitely knew what he was doing, but, like, I wonder if it was all planned, you know? Because he always stuck by the story that it wasn't him, you know? Yeah. He didn't do it.
Yeah. Up until, like, the very last, like...
Yeah, like the very end.
Yeah.
But, like, that's insane, though. Like...
Yeah.
Like, he escaped so many times, too. I didn't realize how many times.
Like, I thought, like, prison escape was, like, just, like, this, like, TV trope that people, like, could escape from prison. But, like, realistically, I always think, like, how can you escape from a prison? It's, like, impossible. And then... Yeah. You know, he escaped, like... 3 different times.
3 different times, and not all in the prison, but like at least once or twice in the prison or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Incredible feats. Superhuman strength.
Superhuman strength. But yeah, it was crazy. I think I was watching the documentary and I was like just laughing about the one how he like was like working out his legs to prep him from jumping out a 2-story building.
Yeah.
And just like the interview with the warden, like, oh, how did you escape? And the warden was, like, laughing. Like, he was like, I don't fucking know. Why are you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, like, he was a smart guy.
He was, yeah. I mean...
Like, I don't want to credit him for anything, but, like...
But he was smart. Yeah, he definitely, like, did his homework. Because, like, he was a part of the, what was it, like... inside the cops, like the police station or something, he was like one of the investigators or something, like a volunteer investigator, or something with the cases, right?
Yeah.
So he knew how like information was passed from state to state and police department to police department, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's definitely like he had a lot of insight there.
Yeah.
And like I wonder if he planned from the start.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, that's something I'm wondering too. If like when you like apply to law school, it feels like I'm gonna do like this experiment to
see if I can get away with it.
Yeah.
You know, or if I wonder he just became more interested in it like as he was like going through it, you know?
Yeah. And like the craziest thing to me is like I think the only main turning point, the only reason he got caught, I feel like, is because that one time where he got pulled over because his headlights weren't on or something.
Yeah.
Like, if that didn't happen...
He would have been gone.
He would have been gone, yeah.
Yeah, another state. Because, like, it was just such a routine stop, you know? It's like, if you're drug running, you got to have your car in good working order.
Yeah.
You know? You can't have it all messed up.
Yeah.
Ted, if you're listening to this, I'm just kidding.
Big fans. No, fuck. He's a very disgusting monster. But it's like, it's interesting.
It is interesting.
Yeah, just like see that.
Yeah, it's definitely like I know it was basically like a little documentary study on him.
Yeah.
And like to just kind of dive deeper into him and be like,
oh, definitely.
This man, like, he said nothing was wrong with him mentally, but like I wonder, like I wanna know like what a psychologist would have to say. I want to see what they like really have to say, you know? Yeah,
exactly. And like the cool thing about like the age where we live in right now is like that documentary 100% like could be assigned to like university class, maybe a sociology class to like just watch. And it's because like I remember I was in like grade 12, I was taking sociology as like a bird course, and we watched the Stanford prison experiment. Stanford,
I'm not familiar.
Something like that. Anyways, it was a university. Hang on, I have to burp really bad. Oh, so sorry. I'll
cut that out.
But it was basically like it was a university experiment put on by like university kids. It was like,
whoa, wait, by students?
Yeah. So fuck off. But yeah, it was like sign up for this, get like $20. It was like a weekend thing, and it was basically to simulate a jail. Half the participants would be prisoners, half the participants would be
like
cops
jailers?
And jailers. Yeah, and then like it just got so out of hand that like, cause like it was like they'd lock them up for 48 hours, give them like $20 at the end, cause like, you know, they didn't think anything of it, you know, just like university students, like probably just gonna goof off anyway.
Yeah.
But so when they split them up, the student running it was either a student or a professor or both. Whoever was running it was like, okay, just try to play the parts of a prisoner and play the parts of a jailer. And it got so out of hand that like it actually felt like a prison.
Really?
And like there was actual like brutality and like hitting and like
what?
Yeah, it was insane. And yeah, it was just a documentary about it, and now it's a movie on Netflix too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it has like Jake Gyllenhaal in it or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know what it's called?
I think it's like straight up the Stanford prison experiment.
Oh, that's interesting. I want to see that now.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the documentary first, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, but anyways, I watched that in sociology, and like while I was watching like Ted Bundy tapes, I was like, this is a really cool learning tool, because like especially like even like a doctorate student like could watch that and like really analyze, because there's so much information there that like I didn't know existed. I didn't know they had all those like tapes.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, same. I didn't know they actually recorded them and stuff like that.
It's a lot of interviewing.
It is. I didn't realize how like in the 70s like how badly information was passed around, and how bad like it was so slow.
Yeah.
I mean, like I know it was only like snail mail and like phone calls, but like still nobody knew what was going on.
Yeah, no, and like I'll I'm a pretty oblivious like person. I think like I don't think ignorance is bliss, but I'm like pretty ignorant. I don't really pay attention to a lot of stuff that happened in the past. I'm like very aware of the present right now, but like I didn't know serial killing was like such a big thing in like the 70s, 80s.
Yeah, I kind of like I feel like it wasn't like there's Jack the Ripper. Yeah. And then it kind of stopped until the 70s, you know? You don't hear about anything else besides like the 70s, right? Yeah. Because then you had like what was it, like Ted Bundy, you had the other dude with the messages, like the cryptic messages. What was his name? I don't know. There's some guy who's like in a hood. Zodiac Killer.
Oh yeah.
That fella. There's a couple others probably, definitely. Oh, John Wayne Gacy.
Oh yeah.
He 80s or 70s?
Well,
It doesn't matter.
yeah.
There's a couple. Oh, no, it wasn't a serial killer. Never mind, just killers. Okay, yeah. Weird though, right?
So weird. It's just, yeah. It's crazy.
Maybe people just started getting caught.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? But yeah, it's just so scary because like, realistically, it's so easy. You know, like back in the day. Thank God now it's not. But like, you know, you could like kill someone. They didn't even have like half the like forensic stuff they do now.
Yeah, because like they were, what was it? Something they were talking about. I don't know if it was like the teeth thing, the DNA teeth.
Yeah.
Or the bite or something. They couldn't. It wasn't like a proven thing in court.
Yeah.
So they couldn't
use it.
arrest it. Yeah, they couldn't use it or arrest them based on that fact.
Yeah. Yeah. So like you would have to like make sure the crime scene was clean. Just leave the state.
Yeah. Also, he's bitter.
That was
what's up
stupid.
with that?
That was stupid. That was gross.
I wonder if he like wanted to eat her.
Oh, maybe he was on bath salts.
Maybe. Whatever happened to bath salts?
I don't know. Maybe they started putting them in baths like normal people.
Oh no. No, they were kind of a big thing.
They were a big thing. Yeah, I remember like being in like junior high school, and like people were talking about like
and
bath salts are making their way into Nova Scotia.
Buddy in grade 11 has bath salts or something,
Right.
you know?
Yeah. You're just like, oh my god.
I was like, oh god, I hope he doesn't come to school on them.
Yeah.
Oh god, you know what that does to people? They turn into zombies and they eat you.
I legit thought it was a drug that turned people into zombies.
No, that's what people were saying.
Yeah, I was like,
know?
fuck.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, some guy down in the States or in like, oh, in Ontario, some guy was on bath salts and like the cops were shooting him and he just wouldn't die or something. It's like, oh, that's just a horror movie you just watched, you know?
Strip. Yeah, and like
I don't know. There's like no legitimacy to any of this, but like what people were saying.
I mean, yeah, and like, you know, I've recently been watching a playthrough of Resident Evil 2 and like the G virus, and like, you know, I legit thought like, oh my god, fuck, this is it.
Yeah, right. That remake's, it looks really good. I want to play it.
So good. Yeah, I don't want to play it because
yeah.
One, I'm bad at video games. Two, I'm
scared
very easily.
Scared?
I don't know. I'm watching Super Mega play it. And
yeah, I think I want to play it and I want like to play it with people. You know, I really want to play. One player games are so fun. Like Firewatch is a really good game. I bought it, I played it, and I really love it. Mm-hmm. The story's really good, but I want to play it with somebody. You know, I want somebody to watch me play it, or like, you know, tell me like what I should do. Like, help me with it, or like just be like really immersed in the gaming experience like I am. Yeah. You know? Yeah.
That's why I like Let's Plays so much, because like
I think that's what streaming's all about, you know?
Yeah.
The streamers, they have somebody there to, you know,
always be like, yeah, this is what you do.
Yeah. And
like, it's so cool with video games too. Like, the day a game is released, someone has already posted a complete walkthrough. Yeah. Like, it's probably like booked a day off work. This might even be their job.
Oh yeah.
But like, the day a game comes out, like 12 hours later, there's a complete walkthrough. There's like every Easter egg already found.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if people have like insight to this, or if like people from the company like know already and just hand off the information or something. But like,
true, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like, speaking of single player games, Breath of the Wild. Oh my god.
Breath of the Wild's very fun.
Very fun.
Very fun.
I really like it.
You just bought it, didn't you?
Yeah, I bought it like last week, I'm pretty sure. And man, oh man, I've been playing it for a week straight. I've been playing it every day, at least 2 hours a day.
Yeah. How far along are you? Like, how many, like, tell me where you are and, like, what, I know it's not linear or anything, so it's hard to tell, but, like.
Okay.
Yeah, just explain, like, what you're doing at the moment in the game.
Yeah, so I got 3 stamina vessels, 2 heart containers.
Are you doing, like, all the shrines, like, as many as you can?
Yeah.
Loading up?
Yeah. My game plan was to hit every lookout tower. Ooh. Then if there's a shrine that I can fly to from the lookout tower, hit that up. Mm-hmm. And then, just continue with the story. It's really weird because, you know, Breath of the Wild is not a linear game, but it has a linear path. And I'm looking out for everything. I'm like, where do I need to go? How do I do it? But if you like play from like a 10-year-old's perspective, the path is right there.
Yeah.
Because like for the past 3 days, I was stuck. I was like, these enemies are too hard for me. I don't have the right equipment. I don't have stamina, enough hearts. Like every enemy could basically one-shot me. I was like, what am I doing wrong? And then I don't know, by chance, I went back to the Great Plateau. I like glid down to a forest where the electric dragon was. I forget its name.
Oh yeah.
And that's exactly where I was supposed to be, because like all the enemies I could one shot, and like it felt like that was the natural progression, and that's where I'm at now. I got the scale. I went to the shrine that you need the scale to get into. And yeah, I'm not like too far along. From like, I played it like when it first came out. My buddy had a Switch, and I remember I wasn't fighting a guardian. I was just like next to a guardian. I shit my pants. I still avoid them.
Oh yeah, guardians. Once you get so far, like they're hella scary in like early game. Yeah. But once you get like enough stuff and you know how to like parry them and stuff really well, it's super fun to mess with them. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, and especially if you're like in a forest with them and they like burn down the trees. Yeah. Ooh, it's good.
Is it? Okay. But yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. They'll get fun.
Yeah. Like that's the thing too. I have good enough equipment that I could probably take them down. I just don't know how to kill them. Yeah. And like I run out of arrows because I'm just like awful at like the motion control aiming.
But yeah, once you get like the guardian arrows too.
Yeah. Oh, they have arrows.
Yeah, or like, what are they? I think they're called guardian arrows. The one that'll one-shot them. Yeah. One-shot any enemy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even Lionels. Have you taken a Lionel on yet?
Oh, yeah. So it was Lady Impa's like her mission where I had to like.
Hello?
Sorry. I don't usually have my ringer on.
Somebody didn't turn their ringer off.
I didn't. Sorry. It was my boss asking what our YouTube channel was.
Okay.
Nobatoba. What was I oh yeah, Lionel. So yeah, I was doing Lady Impa's mission and I had to like find all my memories. I found one because that was what I had to do, and me being the dumb idiot I was, didn't realize that like the memory I needed to go to was right next to the town. So I was like trying to figure out, I was like, oh my god, looking at all these places, I was like, what's the most logical place for me to go right now? And then it was the one where it was like right in the front of the castle in that big like plaza thing. Yeah. Yeah, with all the guardians. And yeah. Yeah, so I went to the tower, shit my pants on the tower because the guardians were like aiming at me. Yep. I climbed it, I made it, and I just like looked at the map. I was like, what looks like a plaza? And like I saw it, I was like, okay, I'm going. I like slid down, and like three-quarters of the way down, I saw a little red dot on me, and I was like, oh shit, fuck. And I like kept flying. I saw the light, and I was like, this is it. I like let go of the B button, and it shot, and it missed me. I just ran, and I was about to be shot again, and I made it to it in time.
Oh my god. Moments like that. Yeah. Oh my god, they make the game so fun.
It's so fun, but like I'm so scared at the moment. I'm like, oh my fucking god.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good though. And have you taken on a Lionel?
Yeah, so that's where we were getting to. After that, I was like, there's a bridge on here. There's so many bridges in Breath of the Wild. I didn't even realize. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go up. And like there was a bridge like right next to me, so I like went up to it and like started walking. I saw all this like goop on the ground. I was like, what the fuck? I kept walking. It was just like bokoblins around, so I was like, okay, this is pretty easy. I could take this. And like I walked and I saw like this kind of like a pillar, like a castle. I walked in and I was like, what's that? And like I opened up my sheet slate, like got my camera, zoomed in, and it said Lionel. I was like, oh fuck. I just turned around. Yeah. I
Oh my god, I remember the first time I took on a Lionel. Yeah. It was one of the things one of the memories. It was like in the the really swampy. There's like a lot of the moblins around, but then like I ran into a Lionel, and like you come out to this clearing. There's a Hinox there too, or something else.
Oh yeah.
Something. I don't think it was a Hinox actually. Maybe it was a Hinox.
Yeah.
But their Hinoxes are stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got murdered.
Oh yeah.
Cold-blooded, destroyed.
Oh my god.
But yeah, they're. Yeah.
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 Once you like learn how to like flurry attack them and stuff, like you jump out of the way and then flurry them, and then like just like once you get the gear, I guess too.
Yeah.
Do you have the Master Sword yet?
No.
Oh.
I don't. I realistically, I don't think I'm even close. Like I gave myself like a timeline of a month before I like beat the main story.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm only at like. I only have 2. What's it called?
Great.
Great.
Divine Beast.
Divine Beast. That's what it is. Yeah. Only defeated 2 of those, and like I don't have the game at the moment, so I'm kind of at a standstill. But like I still watch videos every night. But like, oh, what's that? What was I talking about? Lionels, Guardians, Memories, Master Sword.
Yeah.
Oh, the towers. I was gonna ask. Did you get all the towers yet?
I have like 3 left, I think.
Okay, because it took me. I didn't get all the towers until I think I beat after the second Divine Beast. I didn't get all the towers. Like I kind of planned to get the towers too.
Yeah.
That was kind of like my goal. Was like, okay, I gotta complete this map.
Yeah.
But like realistically, some of them I couldn't get by the enemies, or just didn't have the things to get by some of the obstacles. You know.
See, that's what I was really good at, was because there's always like a little pussy route, and I can always find the pussy route. Because like I've played Dark Souls before, and I'm bad at video games in general, so Dark Souls was a treat for me. So I always like figured out how I could get past and just like go to where I need to go. So that's what I was really good at. Because there was one with those fucking like giant things that like walk on air with like little doodads.
Yeah, the whiz robes.
Oh, is that what they're called? Whiz robes. Yeah, oh my god, there was one with a bunch of like those little lizard things. I forget what they're called.
The Zalfos.
Yeah, and it was the Zelfos and those whiz robes, and it was in the middle of water. I was like, how the fuck do I do this? So I found the highest peak next to it. I like glided down. 3/4 of the way down, I ate a stealth meal, so I was like really quiet. Then I landed on it. I like waited for my stamina to come back. I started climbing. None of the lizards saw me, and like by the time I was 1/4 of the way up the tower, that's when the whiz rope saw me. But like I could like, they were just shooting like little balls that I could just jump out of the way up.
Yeah.
So
nice. That's good. Yeah, it took me a bit to get past that one. Like I was like, I tried a couple times I think, and because I like went right over the water and like froze the water or like cubes, or I think that's what I did. I think I just used my freezing thing with the water and then jumped across but killed the enemies.
Yeah.
But, like it took me a couple tries.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm really good at like problem solving with what I have, but actual gameplay is pretty trash. Like I killed my first whiz robe yesterday because I'm just too scared of them before.
Yeah, you always get the wand from them, so that's nice.
Yeah.
I like that. And if you hit them with like, if there's a fire one, if you hit it with an ice arrow, they die immediately. So tricks and tips, like fire. Same with the ice arrows. I don't know about the electric ones though.
That was the one I killed. Was an electric one.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah. But I just like kept hitting it with my sword as hard as I could.
There's a couple things in it, like when like those shock Lizalfos like shock you, and like your sword and shield go flying.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No.
No.
But it's really nice when you do it to them.
Yeah, it's nice, but like I feel like there's a glitch there, Like I feel like you shouldn't be able to disarm somebody that easily.
Yeah. Like
it feels kind of like an easy way to defeat like a moblin, like a really big moblin that you're scared of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've also been like pretty good at taking down moblins and bokoblins, but like,
they're just stupid.
They're just stupid. Stupid.
Well, like I still have trouble taking out like a group of Lizalfos. Like if there's like 5 or more,
I'm dead.
Yeah, it's like they're everywhere.
They're everywhere. Yeah.
Ooh.
And like they're so like aggressive too.
They are, and they run so fast.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. And like I remember I was like in like the Goron Desert or whatever, and I saw like my first electric keys, and like I was like, okay, keys are like one shot, one kill, and like I missed, it touched me, I died. I was like, what the fuck? What just happened?
Even if you hit them with a metal weapon, I'm pretty sure they shock you anyway, right?
Do they?
Yeah, like it kills you, but if it's metal, it'll conduct.
Okay.
And it'll shock you.
That's such a cool mechanic, but I hate it so much.
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
No, but I really liked Breath of the Wild.
There's a lot of mechanics in it that are really good though, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I like the way you can change your, like, so many outfits for different purposes.
Yeah.
It would have been nice though. You know, I don't like how when it's raining you can't climb.
I know.
But I don't know why they didn't make it so like the climbing gear, when you upgrade it, it doesn't, it doesn't make it
so that you can climb
in rain.
Yeah.
You know, because that's the only thing, like when you fully upgrade it, that should be like the perk.
Yeah.
Right? Because like.
Wow, you can climb faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can climb in the rain.
That would be nice.
You know? There's just no way around that.
Yeah.
You gotta wait till it stops raining, or like, I don't know.
Yeah. It's pretty dumb.
Damn, yeah. Now I really want to play.
You can play after we watch Jablinski games.
I don't want to ruin your game where you're at.
That's okay. You can make a profile.
Oh, damn.
Ooh, yeah, you can make a profile.
I'll have to race through at the beginning, though. I hate the plateau.
Oh, I hate the plateau so much.
Can I just skip the plateau?
Yeah. No,
I can't. Oh, well.
Oh.
I'll be fast. I'll be quick.
Yeah. But yeah, yeah.
I hate the wintry mountain part in the plateau.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I remember, like, I was playing it with my friends, and, I was, like, really stuck. I was like, what the fuck do I do? And then, like, and then when I got the game for myself, I, like, immediately ran to the old man's shack looking for, like, his recipe. I couldn't find his recipe. And then I was like, oh, God, what do I do? So I just, like, grabbed a bunch of spicy peppers, threw in, like, mushrooms, and, I, like, ran up to the wintry mountain, like, ate it, ran up, the temple. Old man was right there. He was like, hey, do you want this warm doublet? And I was like, what?
Yeah, I just did it. Yeah, you can get it before you go up there, but
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
How, yeah.
Yeah. Don't know how.
Oh, well, hey, you got it.
I got it.
Yeah, I just did the peppers thing too, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, and then carried a fire, like a torch with me, I think.
Oh.
Like, yeah, I did that for a long time there.
Yeah.
And just ran by the enemies.
I completely forgot that was a thing. 'Cause, yeah, I remember I was doing the challenge with the blue flame. And I was like, why is my temperature so high? So I, like, took off my warm doublet. I was like, geez, I'm probably too hot. I, like, just ran it, and, like, nothing happened. I was like, oh, no. Is that a glitch? Am I about to die?
Okay.
Then I put the torch down.
Yeah, there's some really good mechanics to it, though.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I want to play it now.
Yeah.
Man. Damn, that sounds like fun.
How are we doing for time?
43 minutes.
43 minutes? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Cruising through.
Take a look at the topic. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Your camera has been, like,
it's been
focused right on me.
Yeah, I know. It must feel like it's taking a video of you. Maybe it is.
So.
There's a lot of topics, like, still, like, from the other videos that we didn't even touch.
Yeah.
We did the Jablinski gaming one. I'm gonna check that off.
Yeah.
We did this one. I'm gonna check that off. There's one that says topic 2. I don't know what that means.
I don't either, I'll be honest.
I'm gonna check it off. Bad habits we have. I want to talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Let's get into that.
Let's get into that.
Okay, what are your bad habits?
Oh, jeez. I have so many.
Let's hear them.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go! I'm cold.
Well,
It's kind of cold in here.
It's not.
It wasn't earlier, but now the sun's going down, I think.
Oh, well, I'm pretty warm, so...
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. One of my really bad habits is that I scratch, like, everything. Like, if I get a bug bite, I will scratch till I bleed. Even past that.
That's not good. That's unhealthy.
It's really unhealthy.
Scratch, right?
Yeah, I'm a bad scratcher. I often forget to clip my nails, which I don't think is a bad habit. I think that's just, like, being lazy. But I clipped them yesterday, but, like, my toenails I haven't clipped in, like, 2 months.
Oh.
They were so long. Yeah. It was disgusting.
Mine get really uncomfortable when I don't clip them.
Yeah.
So, like, I end up doing it sometime, but, like...
Yeah. But, yeah, it was weird. What else? Pick my nose a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think everybody does that, honestly.
Yeah. It's true. I have an ingrown hair right here, too.
Ooh, on the inside?
So, yeah.
Ooh. You see this pimple on my nose?
Yeah, I do.
It's huge. It hurts a lot, too.
Oh, no.
It's not like one of the ones that you can just, like, pop.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not going to be able to pop, I don't think. I think it's just going to go away, but, like, it hurts, and it's big, and it's annoying. I look like Rudolph. I look like Rudolph, everybody.
Rudolph. Yeah, that's another one. I pop everything. Pop pimples, pop blackheads.
Yeah, I'm bad for picking at my face.
Yeah.
Like picking at my blackheads and stuff.
Yeah.
Like ingrown hairs.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Really bad.
Yeah. Same with my chest. I pick at my chest so much.
Oh man, me too.
It's like a crater.
Yeah.
A bunch of craters. It's bad.
It's weird.
It's like the moon.
Cause like on your face it just pops out and then it's done, but on your chest it like leaves like a.
Yeah.
I'm unzipping, folks. I'm gonna show.
Oh, show the camera.
But yeah, look at that. It's like a freaking crater.
Oh, damn. Mine's a lot worse than that.
Yeah.
Like, mine's like really pimply right now.
True.
Like, I'm gonna show you.
Oh.
We're getting undressed here at the studio.
Wow.
But like, it's like.
Oh, true.
Really pimply.
Yeah.
My back's like that too, though. Like, I get really bad ingrown hairs on my back.
Oh, true.
Like, I can't get them.
You can't.
Ugh. So like, oh my god, like I'll just have my hand down the back of my shirt, you know, like touching them.
Yeah, and you like
squeeze them kind of with the 2 fingers.
Yeah, exactly.
2-finger squeeze.
And like sometimes like you think, oh, this is the hair, and you pull and it does nothing.
I know.
But when you find the right hair and you pull it and it's just like,
I know.
It's so satisfying.
That feels good. I like sometimes I get like stray hairs like on the tips of my shoulders. Like I like to pull them out. It's just pulling hair out is fun where it doesn't belong. It's fun. Get off of their hair.
You want to hear something really gross?
Yeah.
A few days ago, like a few weeks ago, I had like a big ingrown hair in my beard. You can't see it obviously because I have a beard, but like, you know, I was searching. I was like, oh jeez, okay. I found one. I yanked it out, and like it was the most satisfying thing because I found the right hair. I pulled it out. There was like this giant thing of pus attached to the end of it, and like my face like squirted out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was during training, which was the worst thing because like
couldn't even enjoy it.
I couldn't even enjoy it. I like had to hide it immediately. I was like, oh man, but this is the best. And I was like, it's like this big of like
my god
thing attached to my hair.
I love that. Like that's like just picking out ingrown hairs.
Yeah.
It sounds weird, but like I'm into it.
Yeah.
You know, it's so satisfying.
So satisfying.
Popping pimples.
It's great.
So good.
So good.
Like I on my upper thighs and like the what do you call it? The front part of my thighs. They have I have like ingrown hairs there, and they're like you can like easily see them because it's just like black spots, but like you look close and it's like little like hair that's like like a little circle, like all wound up. Yeah. Just under my skin, and it's like ooh, it's so fun because once you get it, you pick it out and then like it unwinds. You know, it's good. It's good. Good content.
We should stop the podcast, make pimple popping videos.
Yeah, we should just make YouTube videos of us picking at our ingrown hairs.
Ooh, yeah, Dr. Pimple Popper, except the online cereal box certificate version.
Yep. You see, she has a new show. She's got her show now on TLC.
Yeah, a real fucking show.
Yeah.
I was also very surprised to find out that Dr. Pimple Popper was a pretty attractive woman.
She has it made. Like, I don't know if she makes more money on the TV show or if on YouTube she would, because like...
I feel like YouTube.
Yeah? Do you think it would get demonetized, though, for the... what is the content?
I don't think so, because it's not gory, and sometimes it can be.
A lot of times there's like blood, you know, with the pus.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like,
she does put a disclaimer on the video too.
She does. And
I don't know. I want to know if she gets demonetized.
Yeah. You know, and that's something too. YouTube's. I'm not sure if you saw the new Pew News, but the YouTube CEO, her children told her that Rewind was cringy, and like.
What? No, not Rewind.
But yeah, this is a weird transition, but it makes sense in my head, where like monetization and everything. But like, yeah, her kids told her like, "Mom, Rewind's cringy." Like, they're like, and she, like, I think it's so weird that that's the one time that she was like, "Oh, we did an oopsie," you know.
They didn't know they did an oopsie?
I don't think so.
That's so, like, how old is she?
Not that old, like 40 maybe.
Okay. Like, I get it. To run a business, you have to have experience running a business.
Yeah.
But like, it doesn't seem like these people that run YouTube know. Like, I'm sure there's just the head people, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like they only know how to run a business, and they don't necessarily know what's best for this business.
Yeah, because this is a completely different.
It is. I feel like they're not in touch with actual YouTubers, you know?
They definitely aren't.
Like, if actual YouTubers were the head of the business, I think it would be booming.
Like,
I think they'd, you know?
Like, straight up, I think, I know, controversy aside, I think, like, PewDiePie should be, like, the one in charge.
Yeah.
Because he's the one that, like, speaks for everyone.
He is, yeah.
Because, like, even with his channel where he's, like, talking about, like, all the smaller creators that, like, are getting, like, really affected by the stuff that, like, he made a mistake about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and, like, I don't know. And, like, he had his, like, what is it called? It was, like, Machinima, but it's called Rebel Mode, whatever that was. And, like, where he, like, supported smaller creators and, like, yeah.
Yeah, he's really big on the animators, too.
Yeah.
You know, he really loves animators,
yeah.
which is great. Gives them a platform.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, it's weird how that was the only time that she realized, like...
Yeah. Yeah. It shows how, like, disconnected everyone is.
Yeah, like, I wonder if she had any part of the Rewind, though, you know? Or if they just
They
hired...
didn't.
No?
No, like, it was just... They've been hiring the same studio to make Rewind every year.
Oh, my God.
They've been full, like...
Okay, it's one thing to hire the same studio.
Yeah.
Because it just keeps getting worse. But, like,
yeah.
I don't think anybody else honestly wants to do it. Because they know that it has such a bad rep anyway, you know? That whoever does it is going to also, like, incur the same reputation, right?
Yeah, but...
like, I know, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but, like,
fine.
I know people can do it better, and people have ideas to do it way better.
Yeah.
But just because of the reputation, I don't think that it's something that will...
It's scary.
...reflect positively, you know?
Yeah, it's like a big, scary, like, thing to do.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're making Rewind this year. Like, oh, geez, like...
Yeah.
That's a lot. But, like, bring it back to PewDiePie. Like, the Rewind that he got, like, Grande, Dolan Dark, and Flying Kitty or something to do. Like, it got more likes, got more views.
Yeah, that's right.
And, like...
Yeah, you're right. He did do a really good job on that.
Yeah.
PewDiePie should just do the Rewind every year.
He should. He really should.
He honestly should. Yeah.
I remember being 13 and, like, hearing my friends talk about PewDiePie, and I was like, oh, what a fucking loser. Who is this guy?
I know, right?
Why is he so popular? He just yells at his computer.
Yeah, when I was like younger and in like school, you know, I was like, I don't understand gaming videos, like people watching people play games. Yeah. But like, it's revolutionary. Yeah. You know?
It's such a big part of our culture now.
It is.
Like,
and I love it. And like, I watch at least like one or like a couple videos a day, you know, when I have time of people playing games.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. It's just great.
It's great. I like it.
It's like, cause like I don't have time to play games myself. And like I really want to like, and it's like just like watching sports basically, you know.
It is.
It's like, it's fun.
It is fun, and like I think the big thing with Let's Plays too is like every Let's Play episode is a podcast, but with something going on in the background.
Yeah.
Which like the video game perceives itself as the foreground, but it's actually the background to the conversation, which I really like.
I like that.
Yeah.
Why don't we play video games?
Nobatoba Let's Play channel?
Honestly, we could.
We could. I
think for the Switch, there's no like internal capture card or anything that you can like access. No. Okay.
But I can look into buying one.
Yeah, we could also like just get an emulator for my computer and we could just play it on the PC.
Yeah.
But with like a controller.
True. Yeah, we can
do that because then I can just capture it on there.
We can do a lot of things.
We could do a lot of things, yeah.
Yeah. Hey folks, it's coming.
It's coming, yeah. We're working on it. We're trying.
Yeah, this idea is just now. I remember we joked about it like a few weeks ago, but like.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we've been trying to do.
Yeah.
You know? Just trying to find the time and.
Yeah. Like I really like where we are right now because we're like putting our feet in the water for everything, and like. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Me too. It's just, I wish we had more time. I wish we had more like,
free time.
Yeah, more time.
Yeah.
More time.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah. Damn. Oh, man.
Yeah. So, before we close off, I would just like to talk about your hockey cards.
My hockey cards?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. When Tim Hortons comes out with their hockey cards, every holiday season, every hockey season, I don't know. I just go really ham at it, you know. I love collecting them. I spent way too much money this year.
Oh yeah.
But like some of the cards are worth a lot of money, and like if I sold all the cards, like I have some of the cards are valued at like $60, although like I would sell them for like 40 or something, you know. But like I don't know if they're worth that anymore because they were when they came out because people were collecting them, right?
Yeah.
And I had some of the ones that were valued at $60, like at least 5 of them, and like some $20 ones.
Yeah.
So like if I sold all of those ones, like I'd make a bang, but like I don't know, I just like collecting them a lot.
Yeah. Because I remember when it was either when you first moved up or when I was first leaving. I don't know. It was when you first moved up. Whenever I came up, you were. It was like 5 different Tim stops a day.
Yeah, there was a lot of Tim stops.
There was. Always getting that hot beverage deal.
Yeah, you gotta get the hot beverage or else they're not $1.
Yeah.
So you may as well get the beverage because then it's just like the same price as the.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I was obsessed with it.
Yeah, it was pretty entertaining.
Yeah. It
was really cool to see like the progression. How you were like, oh yeah, this is my binder. I'm probably not gonna make a big deal out of it.
I kept it in my car. I kept it between the seat and the console.
I remember I bought some of the cards for you, and
I know.
Just like the feeling of like
so nice.
Hearing you yell, "That's a good pull." It was like, oh wow.
There's a lot of shitty pulls though, you know. Like I had so many like a good 3/4 of pulls were just doubles I had, and they weren't even the good ones.
Yeah.
You know, but like, yeah. But when it was a good pull, oh boy, it was a good day.
Oh baby.
You know.
Yeah. Man, oh man.
Yep. Yeah, no, I can't wait for next Tim's hockey card season.
Yeah.
And plus that Tim's commercial with Sid and Nathan. Oh my god.
Hometown heroes.
Oh yes, right?
Oh.
I love how they got both of them and they're both from Nova Scotia.
Right?
Oh my god, it's great.
Yeah.
Like just love how they ask for hockey cards. Not even the fact that we're on a Zamboni, like that's not even what cared for me. Like I don't care that they're on a Zamboni in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, oh yeah, and 2 packs of hockey cards, you know, and he said it with the hard R.
Hockey cards. Yeah.
Hockey cards.
It was also like the McKinnon being the passenger is like, oh, I don't really want it. He's like, oh, hockey cards.
Mm-hmm.
Like that last minute decision.
Yeah.
That's what really made it.
Oh my god. Did you see the outtakes for it?
Yeah.
Like the outtakes were so good. Oh my god. Probably better than the commercial, honestly. Like it made me laugh.
Yeah.
Maybe LOL. I had to share it with everybody.
Oh.
Yeah.
True. It was very good.
Oh my god, so good. Okay. So I think that's it for this episode, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. It was great.
It was great. We had quite a ride. We went from Ted Bundy to hockey cards.
Merch link in bio. That's not true. We can't afford merch yet.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. But hey, you know what? If we could. I was thinking for merch, we can just use the logo for the N64 logo, the Nobatoba 69 logo.
Oh yeah.
It's not copyrighted. It's in free. It's in the domain. You can use it.
Oh, true.
The whatever you call it. The free domain.
The parody domain.
No, not the parody domain. It's for fair. It's for fair use now or something.
Oh, true.
I don't know. They're copyright granted or something. But you can use it. I googled it.
Oh, cool. I was like pretty unsure about that because I know Nintendo sues quite frequently.
Yeah. No, you can't.
Okay.
Yeah. We could use that for merch. I should try to design some other things because I tried a couple things, but like we'll see. I don't know how I'm gonna do this intro thing. Anyway, that's it, everybody. We'll talk about this next episode. All right. Bye.
Have a good night.
Thanks. You too.
And if I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.